Well, I'm guessing you want me to talk about the race, seeing as how that's the only kind of stuff that gets views around here anymore. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so this weekend was average. Not gonna want to spend too much time on the Xfinity race, because a lot of people saw the live stream, and a lot of people made highlights out of the live stream. That should tell you how that race went. Anyway, let's talk about Gateway. Wow, the trucks are still the best series in NASCAR. It's amazing how years go by and trucks are still consistently the best series. Wow, flag to flag, that race was great. I recommend it. I recommend you watch the whole thing. It was great. Anyway, so yes, and John Hunter Nemechek. Why is it that John Hunter Nemechek hasn't even made an Xfinity start yet? He's won 4 times! 4 times! He's amazing! He could be the next coming of Jimmy Johnson for all we know. He's doing great stuff, and I'd say equipment about equivalent to, the 99 whenever Brandon Jones is in it. That's what he's driving, is equipment at that level. So average for the truck series. Kind of in between the top tier teams that you could list without failure, and then the lower teams that keep dropping off the face of the planet because we need to get big money out of sports. The thing about the truck race is that, oh man, every lap was great. Every lap was great. There was genuine battles up front. There were genuine battles through the field. It seemed like you could make moves whenever. It seems like tires really didn't matter too much. But then you saw Briscoe tearing shit up, and it was like, okay, I guess tires have mattered the entire time, and no one even noticed. But yeah, great race. Great race. So much to talk about from that. John Hunter Nemechek should be in Xfinity, but he's not. Wonderful. But he is in the chase for now. So thank fuck? I don't know. If that actually brings more sponsors, I'd be surprised, but stranger things have happened. So, there were barely any races this weekend. There was the 24 Hours Le Mans, but, I wanted to sleep today, so didn't watch much of that. And didn't even see the finish. I don't even know who won. I think it was Porsche, people were saying on Twitter. I don't fucking know. Cup race. Michigan is so boring. Why do we go here twice? It is a terrible track. Why do we go here? Trucks, it's great. Everything else is terrible. But, yeah, why do we go here? It's so bad. It's been bad for years. The only thing that I can see saving Michigan is putting those restrictor plates on. Because I think Michigan could legitimately be a track where you use restrictor plates. And I feel like Michigan could get what they want to get out of Indy with the restrictor plates. That is not going to happen because restrictor plates don't work at flat tracks. Because you saw, when they go through the corners, they're going like 170. But at the line, but into the corner, they're going 220. Well, what I'm told is that cars would be going 236 unrestricted about. Somewhere from 225 to 235, I'm pretty sure, if they were unrestricted at Daytona and Talladega. So, what leads me to believe that they'd go really slowly is that they would probably start out, I'd say, with restrictor plates at Michigan. If they could make it so that the top speed is 180, then they could get through the corners. And then when tires start to fall off, then they'd have to start getting out in the corners. So it would be a lot like the Indy 500. So I think if they did that, Michigan would be a great track. But they won't do that. No, they'll take restrictor plates to Indianapolis. Because doing that makes sense. So the race was terrible. Once again, the last 25 laps rule apply. So everyone that's going to be doing the last 25 laps video, like I said in the last review, there you go. Another one for you. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, man, the whole race was just boring. Truex leading, boring. Larson leading, boring. Nothing happened out front except for like twice. Which is more than a lot of tracks I've seen over the season, to be fair. But, you know, it was just another Michigan race, you know. The intervals seemed a bit closer, but at the same time, there still wasn't that much movement through I felt like there was a lot more movement throughout the field on restarts last year. And this year, like, practically nothing happened on restarts except for the inside line getting fucked over entirely. Cone restarts now, please! Can you see the kitty? I can see the kitty. So, yeah. And my car isn't hot as fuck today, so I can probably actually stay in here the whole time without it, you know, fucking up the recording. That's good. Yeah, the race was so boring. And, oh, look! It's a deer! Can you see it? My iPod is old, so it doesn't have zoom. Maybe you can see it. It's going across the road there. Yep, whatever. Who cares? Cats watched it, though. That's for sure. So, what was I talking about? Okay, so yeah, the race was boring. And, you know, at the end, it looked like it was going to be good. But then, the end of Stage 3 and the start of Stage 4 caution had to happen. So, yeah, that's great. Looking for that non-existent debris as always. The mythical debris caution, where there's actually debris on the track. Yeah, weren't stages supposed to keep that from happening? I don't know. I thought that's. See, this is the shirt that I was wearing today. So, if Truex could have gotten on the outside of that restart at the end there, he'd have had it. But he never did. He kept restarting 5th, 9th, 7th, 5th. It's just fucking bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit that where you are on the line in a restart determines where you're gonna fucking end up. I think it's complete bullshit that, you know, you have to back out in pit road to get specifically the position that you want to be in. Otherwise, you're fucked regardless of how good of your driver you are. I think that's stupid. And, you know, I don't think that the leader should have an advantage, and I don't think second place should have an advantage. The only advantage that you can have should be the skill of the driver and the skill of the crew, because it's a team sport. But in any case, yes, the whole race was boring. And then when it got to being a shit show at the end, you know, that was just great. That was just great. A bunch of tore up race cars because Brian France was bored. Wonderful. You know, I like fuel mileage races. This Coke 600 had an interesting finish. My heart was actually pumping a little bit at the end of the Coke 600, regardless of the fact that it was a boring race. Until right after the red flag happened and everything got washed off. But then like 50 laps later, it got boring again, you know? Yeah. You know, I got my heart pumping. This didn't. The only thing that I was thinking is, oh, great, the final restart, Logano's in 4th. Oh, that's just phenomenal. He's got fresher tires than ever. Oh, that's just great. Oh, that's just great. But Larson had a competent restart for once in his life. Got a win. Not going to complain. Not going to complain about a Kyle Larson win. And you know, the worst part about this is that Truex ran such a good race. Just all around, fantastic work by everyone. Cole made the right decisions. Truex drove the car in the correct fashion. Pit crew was on point. I was prepared to sing praises of Furniture Row Racing today. But the inside line kept that from happening. So that's just lovely. Yeah, man, that's stupid. But anyway, as always, get the leeches out of this series. But this weekend coming up is going to be great. The Sonoma weekend is usually when the Demolition Derby in town is. I didn't go last year, but the year before there were 2 rollovers, so I'm probably going to go this year. If it's cool. If it's a cool day like this and I don't have to like slather myself in SPF 2000 just to keep from getting burned alive like the goddamn Human Torch. Because that always happens during the Demolition Derby. So as long as it's like this, I'll probably go. But if it's a fucking 100 degrees, stupid thing. But I don't even know if it's this week. The fair is late this year, so it might not even be this weekend. But you know how it goes. In any case, yes, and Iowa. No leeches, please. I don't think there's leeches. If there's leeches, I'm gonna be screeching. If there's a leech, I gotta screech. That's gonna be the motto for this channel now. But yeah, don't forget to get your No Cup Leeches shirt in the link in the description, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, I think you get the idea. This was a Gateway was a 8 out of 10. Xfinity was a 2 out of 10. Cup Race was a 3 out of 10. Glad Larson won, but Michigan is just awful. In any case, yes, thank y'all so much for watching. I can't stream until Friday or Thursday because I work 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday. So I actually want to get sleep tonight. That'd be great. Actually getting sleep tonight would be fantastic, but you know how it goes. In any case, yep, but we will do more iRacing soon. Oh, baby, I love that iRacing. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in whatever the hell I do next. Road course racing, watch out for McDowell next week.